my side. Nobody to console me, nobody to call home me. Hey, what the man you got coma? Marmedi votonga. Look here.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, and welcome back to another episode of To Hell and Back. If it's your first time joining us, please do make sure that you subscribe and make sure that that bell notification is on so that each time we upload, which is every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m., you actually get a notification. Now, of course, you guys know on my back, it's actually FS Emporium. She has been sponsoring us throughout this whole season. So thank you so much, FS Emporium. I absolutely love this piece. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of it yet. But as I said, at the end, as we wrap up To Hell and Back season 1, I'm going to actually do a full shoot of all the outfits that I wore because I saw you guys were loving some of the pieces that I've been wearing. I'm going to make sure that the link to her Instagram is in the description box down below. I also want to say a huge shout out to Manu Media, who they are our production company when it comes to Hell and Back. Even though recently I've been shooting independently, but without him, honestly, I'm not even going to lie, guys. I wouldn't even know majority of the stuff that I know now. So thank you so much, Muraro, and just make sure that you go to his Instagram, follow him. If you want anything that has to do with any digital pictures, videos, anything, he is actually your guy, okay? And please do make sure that you follow me on Instagram as well. It's boldlyowamie. I barely shout myself out, so guys, please go follow me. Let's increase those numbers. But anyway, today, you guys, we actually have Bugelwa on the channel, which I'm super excited to see you here today. We met through TikTok, and yeah, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you? This is Owamie.
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you.
You watched one of my videos where, someone was scammed and you were like, oh my gosh, this is the same story as me. I saw you started by commenting,
yes.
And then you came to my inbox.
Yes.
And you said that you actually wanted to share your story. So thank you for actually, coming through.
Thank you, this is Owamie.
Yeah. You've been sharing your story on TikTok. Please just say your TikTok name, and I'm going to make sure that I actually I'm going to put a banner here so that people can actually also go to your TikTok.
Okay. My TikTok account is Queen B.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll make sure that I leave the link in the description box so that you can actually just go to the actual account, don't have to search and everything. But yeah, you can just start off by telling me like a bit of your background. Who are you? Tell our followers. Who are you? What do you do? And then we can get into the story.
Okay. I am Bugelwa Mzamo. I'm born from Eastern Cape, residing here in Gauteng. I worked as a teacher for almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. Now I have resigned. Mm-hmm. I'm staying with my mother. My kids passed on in 2019, both of them, but different months.
Were they sick?
The first child, my firstborn, was hijacked and succumbed to death after a week because of internal injuries. And then the second one had short breath for almost a month and then passed on.
Okay. I'm really sorry for your loss. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm really sorry for your loss, but okay. I can see that's a difficult one, so we're not even gonna go into that one,
Please.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah. Okay, so you were love scammed.
Yes.
Please just go ahead and start off by just explaining, where did you meet your scammer? What happened? Yeah.
On the 21st of March 2022, we had a trip to Owamie. We were cruising. So we went to OR Tambo. When we arrived there, we found out that our flight, the times have been changed and they did not notify us. So we had to wait for another flight. So while we were waiting, there was this guy seated, waiting with us. He greeted us and then we chat. and waited until finally our time came. So when we went in, he came straight to me and said, I like you. Can we exchange numbers? And then I said, I am tired of these boys, like these people that are coming and say, I love you, and then at the end of the day, you get hurt. No, I'm not that kind of a person. I really like you. Can we exchange numbers? So in my mind, I was telling myself that, this one, he thinks he's clever. I'm going to give him a number that I'm not using because I'm traveling to another country, and that number is not going to be working at that time. So I gave him that number. We only chatted while we were still here in Joburg. So when I arrived in Durban, I took that phone and switched it off and used another one because I had 2 phones with me. So while we were chatting, he asked me, where are you from? And then I told him that, no, I'm not working. I'm just traveling with my friends, but I'm a hustler. I did not told him what is it that I'm doing exactly because I was afraid. I don't know what is it that had made me to tell him. But I think when we came back, because the whole week I was in Pomene. So when I came back, there were so many messages from him. And then I asked myself, the whole week we are not responding to a text, but this guy keeps on SMSing. Let me give him a thought. Let me give him a chance in this relationship. And then I sent my friends, guys, there is this guy that we met at the airport. Do you still remember? Then said, yes, we remember. And you remember we took you a video. I didn't even know that my friends took me a video. And
with
I don't
him?
know. Yes, while I was walking to him.
Okay.
When he said he likes me. And then I said, but guys, why did you take a video? They said, no, we want the day you are getting married, we show you this video and remind you still remember you didn't want to be in a relationship with this guy, but look at where you are now. So it was just that. We went, and then when I came back looking at the messages, telling them, and then they said, no. But I said, I don't like to be in a relationship with someone that is younger than my age. And then they said, no, age is just a number. You don't have to worry yourself about that.
He had said how old was he?
To me, he said she was born in 1980. Yes, 1980. But now when I look at his status, it's 1984.
Okay.
Because I haven't seen the identity.
Yeah.
His identity.
Okay. So what was the age gap from what he had told you?
I'm born in 1973.
Okay.
Yes, so I went to my friends again, guys, but this gap is too much. And they said, but when you look at yourself, nothing tells like that you were born on that age.
Yeah, you look very young.
So please, guys, don't. I am old. So I said, okay, let me just give it a try and see. He looks matured. Let me do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started chatting now. After, I think, 2 weeks having came back from our trip, we started chatting, and then the guy, I saw him, and this guy is matured. It's unlike these people that we meet, and then they just vanish. So I was hooked. I think what made me to fall in love with him, I was still grieving for the loss of my kids.
Yeah.
Especially the old one, because he was my friend, he was everything. So we used to go out. So I had that gap, yes, that loneliness, that I wish I could find someone whom I'm going to trust, go out with him, do everything that I was doing with my son. So I think that one made me vulnerable to him.
Yeah.
And then I said, now it's time now I move on so that I can release my son and be free and live my life again. Not knowing that I was digging myself a grave of destruction. Okay, we chatted with him over the phone. It was March. And then in April, I was hoping to see him. And then he said, no, I cannot come to Joburg because we are fasting. This is the month of Ramadan. Yes, Ramadan. So Ramadan is the whole month of April, because I'm Jew. Is it Jew?
Muslim.
Muslim, yes. Because I'm Muslim, so we are fasting, and I'm not allowed to be with girls or anyone as long as we are not married. I believed that. But he was calling like every single day using video call. And then when you look at the background, when he was calling me, it was Umhlanga Pearls. And
So
then
it was in Durban.
in Durban. So, and then I asked him, how do you afford like staying in such expensive places? Because Umhlanga Pearls, it's a hotel. It's not an apartment, unless there are apartments. But according to my understanding, that is a hotel. It's so expensive for one to stay there. I said, no, don't worry. We are going to make money. I will teach you how to make money. I'm trading. And then I said, no, I don't like trading. I want to do something that is legit. Trading, I don't trust it. If it's something, I said, no, it's about properties. So you buy shares from these buildings here, they make money. And then I believed him because I said, okay, I've been wanting to do something like in property. So I think it's time I invest in property.
And property is safe. You know, that's what we believe, obviously.
Yes, so I believed him. And then there comes now the time where he was supposed to come and visit me here in Joburg.
Which month was that now? April?
No, in May.
Oh, May.
The whole month of May, of April, we didn't see each other.
Wait, he said he
But-
was fasting when? The month of March.
April.
April.
Ramadan.
But are you sure they do Ramadan March, eh?
I don't know.
Isn't it? I can't remember.
I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay.
But he said April
Okay.
is the fasting of Ramadan.
Okay.
And then in May, immediately when the fasting finished, I think it was first week of May, he called. He said, I'm here. You are here. Where? Here in Joburg. I couldn't wait. And then I was like, this guy is joking. He sent me location. I was like excited, you know, when you are in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah.
Like I've been staying like for a long time without having a partner. So I was that excited.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to meet my man, you know. But now my mother. What am I going to tell my mother? Where am I going? Because my mother still treats me like a child.
Yeah.
So I have to come up with a plan for me to leave the house.
Okay.
And then I made a plan. There was a lady that I was staying with in the house. So I asked her, can you please look after my mother? I've got this just for 3 days and then I will come back.
Yeah.
We made those arrangements and then we went. When I arrived there, I asked, why are we coming like to this place? Is this your house or maybe a friend's house in Capital Hotel in Senting? All these places are expensive. I didn't know, this is my cousin's. This is my uncle's place. Oh, uncle. Okay, so where is uncle? No, uncle is not around. He gave me the keys so that I can enjoy having time, like spending time with you here in Senting. Okay, no problem. 3 days. I go to work. I drive in the morning, go to work, and then late,
Go back.
go back again. Ngisemathandweni.
I can hear.
Ne? So for 3 days doing that, and then he said, okay, I will come back again and visit you. But now, because I can see you are matured also, there's no reason for me to hide you from my family. I think I have to introduce you to my aunt. I was like, we are not even 3 months, so you are introducing me. What does that mean?
And you guys have only seen each other physically 3 days.
3 days. I don't know. I'm happy. So everything that I'm seeing from you, I'm just fine. So I don't see any need for me like looking again for other girls. What I've been looking for is just here before me. And then I said, oh, okay, if you are fine with that, I don't have a problem. But for me, it will take time to take you to my parents because I don't want my mother to be hurt. I don't also want to raise hopes for myself. And then you hurt me. I don't know why I said that, but I did tell him. And then he called his fake auntie Jamila or Jamira, because they can't pronounce the words correctly. So it was Jamila or Jamira. And he said, no, you can't come today. Can you come tomorrow? And I have to go back the day where they made that appointment. And I said, no, no problem. Immediately after having seen your aunt, I'm going to go home. I'm not going to sleep over, because I said we're only going to spend 3 days here. So after 3 days, I have to go back home to see my mother. And then after work, I went. He took me there, and then I found the aunt, tall, dark lady.
Old?
No, it's not old.
How old did she look? Maybe plus minus in her 30s, 40s, 50s?
No, I think we were at the same age.
Okay.
I think we're at the same age, but the height and the body.
Okay.
Yes. And then the auntie welcomed me. And then I said, yo, you brought her. We want to see her, like you've been telling us how beautiful she is. And we don't even know your name. So today we are going to know your name, because you are saying I'm queen, my queen. So every time when they call me, or when they, whatever they wanted to say, they will say, where is our queen? Even on the phone. They will phone and then ask, where is our queen? We want to see you. It's been a long time not seeing you. So when are you coming to visit? All those things. Like they made me feel
like you are part of
their
family.
Yes, I'm part
now.
Of their family now. Okay, it's fine. And then I told them my name. After having told them my name, they said, because now that our son is happy about you, our son has to come back again next week. But we don't know the day, so that we take you to our ancestors, the angels, to introduce you. Because he is happy, and when he is happy, we have never seen him this happy. It's for the first time. Girls have been playing around him. So using him, taking his money. But now he said he's fine with you. So please make sure that you come so that we bless you. We give you our blessings. I was happy because I said to myself, okay. But now the challenge was, why are they introducing me to their ancestors? And then in my mind again, because I was hurt in my previous relationship, which was my marriage, by a Christian, I told myself that I will never ever have a relationship with someone who calls himself a Christian.
Was it like those pastors or something?
Yes.
Oh,
we were serving in the church, both of us, as assistants.
Oh, as assistants.
Yes.
Yeah, now I see you holding the Bible and having a suit.
Yes.
Hey, I'm a church. Don't even talk to me. I will never.
So since I've been having that pain in me, and then I told myself I will never have a relationship again with a Christian. I'd rather go out there, have someone who drinks, or people who are doing these things of amadlozi, as long as they are going to respect my faith. I will respect their faith too. So I took it like that. And then I said, no, we are not going to make you leave away your faith, your belief. Whatever that you are doing, whatever that you believe in, we are going to continue doing it. But as long, if you are going to do that, I don't have a problem. I will also respect you. So we must just respect each other's belief. You don't have to discriminate me. I won't discriminate you. That was another reason, again, that has made me to fall in love with him, because I was trying something new. Yes, in a new angle. And then comes the day now where I was taken to this room. When they invited me, I found them prepared some special meal. They cooked for me. When I entered that house, my body, I don't know the feeling that I felt, but then I kept quiet. They saw me, and then...
How did you feel?
My blood, it was boiling. There was something that was shifting in my hair. And then I held him. I said, no, don't be scared. There's nothing wrong here. And then I said, no, but there is this strange feeling. I don't know, maybe you are feeling cold. It was towards winter.
Okay.
Maybe you are feeling cold because you're not wearing the jacket.
Where did you say he was from?
Kenya.
Okay.
So it was
But
from
I don't
Kenya.
believe that he was from Kenya.
No,
I believe he was
the
from
accent.
Uganda.
The accent is not the Kenyan.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
sure it was Ugandan ancestors, but okay.
Okay. And then they gave me the food that they've prepared. So I made sure that we eat together. I said, no, we must eat in one plate. I don't want a separate plate. But you know, people, when they do witchcraft, if they said this is for you, even if they can eat that, if it's for you, it's for you. Yes, they know what they're going to do after having eaten that food. We ate. After eating, that feeling went away. And then I was like, what is going on? I became so calm, like smiling. I still remember.
So
I
where were
still
you
have
at this
the
point?
picture.
Are you at this
Inside
guy's place or
auntie's
the auntie's place?
Yes.
Where was the auntie's place? Was
Here
it also
in
in
Sentin.
Sentin? Okay.
It's also in Sentin.
Okay.
So I felt that, like, you know, I'm being welcomed here. They love me. I found myself a new home. I just felt relaxed out of a sudden. And then they said, no, today we must take you to the ancestors' room so that the angels can see you. And then I asked him, where is that? No, don't worry. And then I told myself, okay, I said, I want to respect his culture. Let me just do. As long as I'm not going to be affected. And they're not going to force me to do things that I don't like. And then we went there. It's a Rondaville. Very dark inside.
Doesn't have windows.
It doesn't have windows. But when we first entered, there was light because the door was opened.
Yeah.
And then they closed. When they are closing, they are using clothes. So when I entered, the first thing that I came across with my eyes are those images that they use in, what is this movies? The Nigerian movies. Like a person. So it was a man and a woman. Those
Like
two.
pictures.
Yes, wooden. They are made of wood.
Like statue.
Yes, a statue.
Okay.
Two of them by this side of the door. And then there was also, is it calabash? You call it a calabash?
Yeah.
No? Yes. And a small table with a white cloth. And then on the walls there were these sangoma cloths. I remember the brown one. And there was also a white cloth. And the leopard. And then on the floor, there was a mat. So I was asked when I get in to take off my shoes. So I did take off my shoes, went in, and then on that mat they put something like a comforter because it was not comfortable.
Oh, yes, like a sponge.
Yes.
Yes.
And then they said, you must sit here. And how was I seated? I must sit on his right.
Okay.
Yes. They said their culture for protection. I must sit on his right. He must be on my left side. On my left hand, yes. So I went there, I sat.
So in the room, it's you, the aunt, and your
yes,
scammer.
And my scammer.
Okay.
So they said, no, relax. I was wearing a trouser. And one thing I know, these people who are doing these things, you're not allowed to get in that house with pants. But they said, no, don't worry. You can come in. They didn't ask or give me anything like a throw to put around my waist. They said, no, you are welcome. Just come in. And then I said, oh, okay. I went in. And so in my mind it was, I am a Christian. So they will allow me to do whatever that is going to make me feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we went in. I sat down. He came and sat next to me. And then they started closing now. It was very dark. You can't even see the person seated next to you. the darkness that was there.
But now what
I was shivering,
But
shaking.
I'm also
And
just
then
shocked.
they held me. No, don't be scared. I thought, no, how can I not be scared? Because I can't even see you. I have to do this for me to feel like you are still here next to me. And then he held me tightly, like, no, okay, let me hold you so that you can see that I'm still here next to you.
Yeah. I mean, I would feel like, what if this man starts to change to some beast? My fear
At least
levels.
it was dark. I wouldn't see all those scary things. So the auntie was looking for the lighter now. She couldn't find it. And I said, no, I cannot find the lighter. I was shaking.
Yeah.
I said, no, baby, no, don't. Please don't be scared. I am scared. It's for the first time seeing this. I thought I'm only seeing these things on TV. I never thought I will see them with my bare eyes. So you must understand, be in my shoes and understand the feeling that I have. And said, no, you're going to get used to it because this is our culture. And then I was like, yeah, we like things. Look at now
Where I'm at.
This one, I'm not going to tell my mother what I've seen here. They will say, you don't want to do these things here, but you want to do them with strangers.
What if those statues just came to life and they started running after you in that dark? Guys.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
After that, and then the auntie found the match, and then she lights the candle. 2 candles were there, 2 white candles and 1 red. And then light them. After lighting them, said, now we are going to pray. There's a Bible. We are going to pray so that the ancestors, the angels, to come.
Wait, who are supposed to come? The ancestors or the angel?
Those angels.
Those angels are also
Inside.
called ancestors?
Yes.
Okay.
When they send money, they write angels. And then we made that prayer. And then I asked my boyfriend, if you pray, like, I don't like when you're using your language because I don't understand whether you're going to kill me or what are you planning. So it's better if we all pray in English.
Yeah.
I said, no, don't worry about the prayer. For them to hear us, we must speak using our languages. You are also going to speak your language, Xhosa. And I was like, yo, where am I going to start praying with Xhosa?
So what were you praying for? You're praying so that the angels, ancestors should come.
I'm praying because God has blessed me with a man that loves me, the man that has introduced me to his family. So I'm asking for blessings. But no, don't ask our ancestors, ask God, because we also believe in God. Speak to God. You also have your family. You must also include your family in these prayers. Then I was like, okay, at least there is a Bible, there are candles, but now this darkness. And we prayed. After having prayed, I was asked to write my names because they said, we want to protect you. You know, they said something that made me to be hooked. Because I did not tell this guy about my previous relationship and what was happening. So they told me all those things. And then I was like, how did they know?
Who told you?
Auntie.
Auntie.
Yes. How did they know what I went through? Then I was like, okay, maybe this aunt is a prophet. Okay, no problem. And then the aunt said, if you want to know more, can you please go buy Recoffee, a tin of Recoffee? I went to buy that tin of Recoffee. I wanted to see what was going to happen with that tin of Recoffee. They said, we are going to tell you like everything. We want to show you your life. What is it that is being done to your life? And then after that, you will decide whether you want to be helped or you want to continue with this darkness that is unfolding on your life. I went to ShopRite to buy coffee. Recoffee. Still new. Sealed. My boyfriend is still around. And then we went back there to Aunt. Auntie, here is the coffee. And then we went back to the house. Then he said, no, before we talk about the coffee, let's talk with the angels first. We prayed again. They said, no, this is our prayer room. You must get used to this. We prayed. After having prayed, they started calling them. The auntie was using a whistle.
Was she like dancing?
No,
It's
dark.
She was just standing.
It's dark.
So now you're
I
starting
don't
to
know.
get comfortable with the darkness.
I'm not comfortable. I'm holding my boyfriend. We are there
Okay,
inside.
okay.
So they want to call them and check if they are accepting me or what
Okay.
before they tell me my stories. But they've just given me a glimpse of what is happening. And then I was like, my God, please help me. Whatever that is going to happen here, if they are going to kill me, give me a sign so that I don't come back here again. And then we heard some voices after having prayed, auntie calling them, and then the son was having something. It has stones inside.
Like, yeah.
And then auntie asked him to do that. While we were still waiting, I heard like a sound of something that was like falling down. With a hard voice like, ha, 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 ha. And then I held my boyfriend so tight. I said, no, be still. Then I was like, no, I can't. But no, my daughter, no, don't do that. Like with that voice, we are here to bless you. Don't be afraid. I was like I want to imitate them, but I can't.
Okay. It's a deep voice.
Deep voice, eh? Oh, my friend, we are here to bless you. Don't be scared. I was like, my goodness, in this darkness, I can't even see if this person has a head or she doesn't have a head, but we are only hearing voices.
But at that time, the candles were not on.
It was dark.
Dark,
They said
okay.
we cannot talk to them while
Whilst
the
you
candles
see.
are on. Yes.
Okay.
And you have to make sure that your phone is off, not even on silent. Because I wanted to record when I was taking my phones there. And then I said, no, make sure that your phones are off. And then I was like, what will happen if I don't switch it off? And I said, those abantu, let me just abide by their rules. And then they welcomed me. We are so happy. We have never seen our son this happy. Where are you from? They're speaking English, these ancestors.
Graduates, ancestral graduates.
And then I was like, it's for the first time seeing this. I've never seen it, even in my family. I don't attend these things when they are doing, so I don't know what exactly is happening there when they speak or when they are doing all these amadlozi things. As they said, the ancestors or the angels, that they are happy, their son is happy. And then I said to them, as much as your son is happy about me, he told you, I so hope that he's going to do the same to me, so that I'm able to introduce him to my family too. But they said, no, we are going to make sure that you don't lack anything. As long as you make our son happy, that's all that we need. He's been through a lot. No, there's people. Oh, he's been through a lot. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. But now it has to be a two-way line. The love mustn't come on my side only. He also has to love me the way I love him. I said, no, that one, don't worry about it. We are going to make sure that everything is fine for you. And then now, come the day of the coffee. I brought the coffee. We went there. And then Auntie held my hands. And then he said, your hands, like now when people greeting me, I don't give them my hands after what I've experienced there. Auntie held my hands and then said, your hands, you are so rich. And then I'm rich, like in which way? I don't know, I'm looking at the two lines. You can look at your hands like these lines here.
Yeah.
So they said this one, if it's on your right hand, you are rich. Your star, it's shining, your destiny, all those things. So when they look at my hand, and then they said, no, this one, you are so powerful, you are rich, you've got like everything, you are a giver. And I didn't know, I didn't understand even about these lines. When they said if you draw them, they don't have to like end. It has to be lines that when you draw them, you continue. It's an infinite line. They don't have to cross each other. And then I looked at them. They are not crossing each other. But everyone has this. And then they said, no, you can look at the color. I don't know, this brown color here inside. They said it's the one that tells your destiny.
So, because I'm looking at your hand and mine, the lines look very similar. I think that one is just a trick to trick your mind so that you are rich, you are a giver. They must emphasize on that because remember, this is the foundation for you to give.
For me to give.
Yes. So when now you're going to go believing, I'm actually a giver. I'm actually...
So what I did, I looked at my hands like the other side, it has so many lines that are crossing at each other. But the one on my right, there is no line that is crossing. So they said, if you look at your hands, look at the one on your right, is the one that tells your destiny. And then I was like, it's for the first time I don't even know these things because I don't go and ask like for sangomas to tell me, the fortune tellers. So maybe this might be true. I don't know. And then they took the coffee now. Auntie took the coffee, shook it. After shaking the coffee, they did light and show me that, can you see how your coffee looks like? The candles were on now. And then she shook it. After shaking it, opened it. Still sealed. But now, the container, the weight, it was heavy. As if there were stones inside. And then I said, no, you have exchanged this. I said, no, when we came here, this is the only tin that is here.
Wait, you said that?
I said, you have changed it. It's not the one that I brought. I said, no, we did not. The candles are on. You can see. So I was seated here next to you. I shook it. And then asked me to hold it again. So when I held it...
It was now heavy.
It was now heavy. And then what is inside? And then they asked me, do you want to see what is inside? I was so curious because really I wanted to see. I brought coffee, but now my coffee has turned a stone. What is really going on? I started laughing and I was like, we will see. And then when they opened it, it was still sealed. They opened the cap and removed that sealed paper and then took everything that was inside. I think I collapsed there. But something happened to me because I fell to my boyfriend's hands. And then I said, no, what's wrong, baby? And then I cried. Then I said, no, this is like, it's not happening, what I'm seeing here. And I said, do you want to know what is happening? And then I said, please explain. So inside that tin, after having opened it, there was a dead snake. There was money.
Wrapped, I'm sure.
Wrapped. Dirty money. It was a 20 rand note. A ring. Marriage ring. And then now it took me back to the story that they told me. And then I was like, but how do these people know what I went through? How come they know? Because I did not share my story with my boyfriend yet because I was not sure whether we were going to last or what. So I just said, if this relationship goes to end to the next level, I think I will have to open up and tell him exactly what happened.
But now he is the aunt now telling
the aunt is telling me of what has happened in my past together with my family. And then I believed what they told me. And then said, do you want to be helped, like, so that all these things, they don't follow you? Because it's like, it's a curse. So whatever boyfriend that you're going to meet, these things will be always there. And there won't be any relationship that is going to last. So with our son, we don't want you to break up. We want your relationship to be a solid one and take it to the next level. And then I was like, so I said to him, I'm older than you. You are younger. So how is it going to work, like marrying someone who's younger? I don't know, don't you trust me even now? I might be young, but I am matured. Yes, I've seen that, but it's still, like, our relationship is still new for me to confirm that. So I think as the time goes on, I will really say yes. I think I can take this relationship to the next level. The guy was so loving. He made sure that he's reading my mind, doing all the schemes behind making me to believe that he loved me whilst not together with his fake aunt. And then when they said I wanted to be helped, and then I said, yes, I need help so that this thing
can be out.
Yes, can be out of my life. I really want to, like, enjoy life like everyone, because now I'm scared of, like, involving myself in relationships. Hence, I stay for a long time being involved in a relationship, and then when I start, I just meet people who are hurting me. So I am tired of that. That has to come to a stop. I said, okay, we are going to help you, but now it comes with a price. And then I said, a price? A price like for, is it money or what? But no, don't worry. Your boyfriend is going to do everything. Oh, okay. And then the problem started where they said, now that we have introduced you to these ancestors, you need to be cleansed because you have seen all those things there. So for this relationship to work, you need to be cleansed. But you don't have to worry. You must bring 2 goats. And I said, goat? I have never done that. Even in my family, they do these things, but I don't. So I'm not going to do that. It's not on my belief. That one you are going to forgive me. And then the auntie, I think it took her 2 days to decide. Then he said, no, now that we want to help you and we can see that our son now is frustrated, we are going to buy these 2 goats. Because I refused.
When the conversation of the goat is going on, are you guys in the prayer room or you are just in auntie's house?
Auntie's house.
Okay.
Yes, in auntie's house. Because before we go, we have to visit auntie. Because,
how would auntie dress?
A black dress.
Yeah.
Like an Indian.
Yes.
Yes. And
That's
then
what...
this thing.
Okay.
And then when we went on the apartment where this guy booked, they called him to ask, is your lady having money to buy the goats? And then I said to him, I think I did make myself clear that I don't have money. So I don't want to be frustrated. Please, can we just continue without this and see?
So they had not said how much? They were just
5,000, 2.5 each. Yes, and it has to be a male and a female goat. So what I asked Aunt, can my boyfriend do that on my behalf?
With his money?
With his money. No, you are the one who has a problem. So you are the one who has to buy the goats. And then I said, I don't do that.
So at this time, what is your boyfriend saying?
He was quiet, pretending, as if like...
He's worried.
He's worried, yes. And then I was like, I don't know, I don't understand. But then as long as when you talk to auntie using English, I can hear what you are talking. But now when you WhatsApp, I'm not sure what are they writing using that language. And then they called me I was home, I remember. Okay, I am going to buy the 2 goats. And, okay, and so how am I going to do this? Because I don't do these things. No, you're not going to do it at your place because you are saying you're not doing them. We're going to do everything here. And then who's going to eat this goat? Because I don't eat goat. I'm asking now, who's going to eat the goat? I don't eat goat. No, don't worry. We've got orphanages where after slaughtering these goats, we take the meat there to offer with it. And then some we leave it by the river. Oh, okay. It's fine then. And then I was called, we are done now making the sacrifice. So you must come with your boyfriend. So that now I don't know this term that they've used, we unite you.
So now, this time that, you were not buying the goat and everything, the relationship between you and your scammer, how was it?
He was so loving.
Still, ne?
Loving. But the time when I said I don't have the money for goats, I've seen his face like changing. But now in my mind it was like, oh, my girlfriend does not have money, And then pretended to say, Auntie, can I give you money to help her? And then
You
Auntie
pretended?
said, yes.
Okay.
And then Auntie said, no, money has to come from her, not from you. And then I was like, this one, I'm not doing it. So I don't want to start something that is going to make me regret for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And then Auntie decided to buy. I didn't even see the meat.
It didn't even happen. They just wanted the 5,000.
So I didn't have the 5,000. And then he went to Durban. After a week or so, he was coming this side
A lot now.
a lot now. Baby, you know how much I love you. He was just called. I'm here at Hotel Sky. Yes, Hotel Sky. Send location. And then, no, we were in 4 ways. So I told my friends that I want to go to see my baby, my queen. So now I've booked here. Can you come over? I'm like, I'm staying with my mother. So every time when I leave, I have to come up with a plan. What am I going to say now to my mom? And my mother said, wena? So ne boyfriend. Lamalanga ubambeki. And then I would say, no, mommy, I'm still your girl. There's nothing has changed. So I'm still your girl. I'm just going to a workshop. But an overnight workshop? What kind of a workshop is that? So I could see my mother could read between lines, and then it didn't matter. I would go because, I'm in love. My guy called me every day, so he comes and visits me. And then I asked one day, you fly coming this side, and flight is expensive. I'm still not convinced with how you are making money. And then said, I'm a musician, but I've never seen you singing, and I'm going to write you a song. I'm going to write you a song. And he wrote the song, but I think that song, he took it from Google or whatever.
He wrote you a song?
That love song. He took it from Google.
Did he sing it?
And then, yes, he was singing it. And then I was like, oh, okay, he can sing. But now, if you compare his music with South African, it's like somebody who's still starting singing, still new. And then I was like, because I'm umuntu wami.
You're going to support most.
I'm going to support.
Wow, baby, you're good.
Yeah.
Mara,
Yes.
women will go through a lot.
Shem.
We lie to you people. You're horrible. We are trying to boost your ego. Ni bed.
Okay, and then when he came on that day, we went to Auntie's place. Now, they said we were going to be united so that our relationship, and now this sacrifice is being done. And then I said, but you said you're going to cleanse me. How am I being cleansed without even seeing those goats? I didn't even see the meat. But no, you're going to just take a bath. When you arrive home, just run a bath and then wash yourself with water that does not have soap. Okay, and pray. So prayer is something that I do every day. It's okay. And then they called me now. The guy is there, so I was told that as they are uniting us, we are not allowed to sleep together. But he's here. He has booked the hotel. I had to come back home. And when I was coming back home, there was a car at Auntie's gate of a girl. So now in my mind, like all these things that when they are happening, it gives me a mind that it was maybe another victim who came. So I have to go to open the space for this other victim that has came to visit. But then I didn't know that. It's now that all those thoughts are coming back. But all those things that were happening, they were trying to make space for other victims because there were so many cars. He's a Sangoma. He acts like a Sangoma. He's a Sangoma. So I would say people are coming to ask for help. When
Who was
I
acting
found
like a Sangoma? The auntie?
the auntie.
Okay.
So I will tell myself, no, they came to ask for help, these young girls, and their cars, some from Limpopo, their registration numbers were Limpopo cars. Okay. And then the guy said, you know what, I was frustrated. Why was I frustrated? As I was still grieving the loss of my kids. In my mind, in the back of my mind, I wanted to resign at work because I was not coping at all. But now, I was like, if I resign, I don't have a backup. What am I going to do? Because my mother depends on me. And I also help my younger brother. And there were kids that were orphans I was helping with my salary. And then I told myself, so if I stop working, it's going to be a challenge. I first need to find myself something that I'm going to do before I resign. So I was not hiding anything because I could see, man, this guy is supportive. If I have a problem, like, he's there, you know. And then I told him, you know what? I think he called me and found me crying. And then asked, why are you crying, baby? And then I told him that, you know what? This week I'm not like okay. And then what is in your mind? Then I said, no, I cannot talk about it over the phone. I said, okay. This week I was coming down to Joburg, Vele, so I have to make a way to meet you. Though I was not coming to see you, there were things that I was going to do, and then you would just meet for coffee, and then I leave. But now I will make time. He came, and then when he came, everything I think they have planned it, though I did not know, but now my mind tells me. And then when he came, asked me, and then I told him, you know what, since I told you about the passing on of my kids, like I'm having a problem. I developed a heart palpitation. So it's like heart. So at least since I'm in a relationship with you, I can see there is a little like improvement, but still, you are far, I'm here in Gauteng, it's a long distance relationship. So it's not working like for me. It was going to be better if you were like local, close, because anytime when I feel like seeing you or being in this kind of situation, I would just call and say, baby, I'm coming. But now that you are far, it's a problem and a challenge for me. I said, no, anytime like you can call me, wake me up, and I would wake him up really. Anytime I feel like, and I would find him. That guy is so smart. When he came, and then he said, okay, because you are saying you are having a problem, so do you mind then to resign? And then I said, if I resign, who is going to help me? I'm your boyfriend. I can help you. Then I said, no, I'm going to think about it. I said, okay. It's up to you then, but I want to help to show that I really love you. And then I think after 2 weeks, auntie called me. Said, no, our son spoke to us. So we'd like to see both of you. You really need help so that you live this, this life. Oh, okay. When he came, they took us back there again. And then I said to Auntie, I'm not comfortable coming in this house like that Rondavel. They asked me why. That the darkness is the one that makes me feel uncomfortable. So if at least the lights are on, no, we cannot switch the lights in. But we have to first pray. And then after praying, we will switch the candles. And then I said, oh, okay. I don't have a problem. But why are you not getting used to this? Because this is going to be your life thing with your man. It's his culture. You must get used to it. And then when he came, I arrived first there. And then said, no, don't worry, just go straight. I will find you there. Mind, he's coming from Devon. So when we arrived inside there, the ancestors said they are happy with our relationship, the way we love each other. But now they want to bless me. Their son told them.
That you were crying?
Yes, I was crying, and told them the reason why I was crying. So they want to bless me, so that I will wipe away those tears for good. And then I asked, how are you going to do that? That no, that one, leave it to us. But now for us to bless you and get everything that you want and wipe away those tears, you need to do something for us. And then my heart was like, I felt hot flashes.
And like, who do I have to kill now?
I was like, okay, I see this on TV. Now I have to do it. No, not me. I think they could read my mind. And I said, no, not what you are thinking. We are not there. And I said, like what? I'm still waiting, like, for you to tell me what to do. But you know what you're supposed to do. We told you, your aunt told you at first when you came here, your monies are being held on the other realm. So everything that you are trying to do, it's not like working. Yes, you are trying your best. You are helping people, but it's not enough. You can do better than what you are doing. And it's a good thing that you are doing. But now you need to be financially stable. But I'm enjoying what I'm doing with the little that I have. But we want you to be like more, blessing other people more. Because we can see that you have a good heart. Oh, okay. So what is it that you want me to do? You ask. They talk to you, you ask, they answer. For us to be able to bless you, we need you to bring some money. How old are you? And then I said, I'm 49. Yes, 49. I'm 49. 49. Are you turning 50 next year? And I said, yes, I'll be turning 50. But now you need to bring 490,000. I was like, what? And then my stomach, I started feeling cold, like inside my stomach. And I said, oh, this amount of money, where am I going to get it? 490,000. But it's your year. So you must bring money that corresponds with your year. But it's not 49,000 years. I'm 49 years.
It should be 49
age.
rands.
So it has to be, it's either 49 rand or 490 or what. But there's no 49 cents in my mind. I said it's either 49 rands, 490.
Or
but
even 4,900. Why does it jump to 490?
Why it has to be 490,000? But the blessing that we have for you, it's more than that amount. Do you want us to show you? The boyfriend now is outside waiting to be let in inside. And then I said, I don't have that money. But you can go to the banks.
And
loan. So in the back of my mind, okay, I'm not resigning. I want help. So if this is going to take me out of this problem and really wipe my tears away, let me give it a try. Because somebody once told me, but I did not believe that by then. He was just saying, bypassing. But now they are repeating the same thing because they are going to get married.
He said you can talk to your husband, and at
They
this
will
point,
talk.
they will talk to
Yes,
your husband.
They will talk to
You
my
know,
husband.
The other thing again that I hate about this scammers, they're so disrespectful, even towards the ancestors themselves. How are you? He's your husband from where?
From when?
Which
They said,
lobola
"No,
did he pay? What did he do for him to be your husband now?
They are going to pay lobola. They are going to do everything. So I must start
Acting like
acting like a wife to my husband. Go out there, look for a house or an apartment, anything, because I'm not going to stay in the house where I'm staying with my mother. I have to move out so that I start living my life with my man. Okay. And then I said, but this amount still I cannot afford. And then they said, no, go try to these banks. We will see how much you're going to get. I was like, Heavenly Father, this now is too much for me. I cried after having left there. And then I prayed to God. I know I have sinned by going there. It was not right for me to go there. But now this, I'm not even sure whether what I'm doing is right or wrong. But there is this voice, what if they are right? Let me give it a try. And then the boyfriend arrives. When he arrived, they said, you're going to go with him. He's going to accompany you
to the banks
for a protection. Because if you go alone, it's not safe. And for these people to help you, there needs to be somebody who has our powers. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then we went to the bank. I went to Standard Bank. They gave me 80-something thousand at Standard Bank. And then I said to them, I only get this amount. They said, no, you can try harder. Then I said, there's no bank that is giving me another money because I was owing them. So now coming to take these loans again, when you go to these banks, they say, no, we have taken the loan at Standard Bank, so we can't give you the loan now. They were picking it up, unlike other people, they will say, but they did not pick this up from me.
But how long did it take for you to go from one bank to another?
You do this in one day.
But how long? Because usually if you do it within 1 or 2 hours, that's when they can't pick. But if it's longer...
Maybe I was not giving them that chance. When I'm from Standard Bank, I go to the next bank. And then they'll say, no, you are from Standard Bank.
Okay.
But so even the next day, they told me the same thing. But no, you are from Standard Bank.
Yeah.
And then we cannot. And then I was like, I have tried. So there's nothing that I can do. In the back of my mind, I'm saying again, okay, there's Sanlam. If I want money or any cash, I know if I apply with Sanlam, Sanlam is going to give me that money. But I did not tell them that. And then I said, I'm going to do it and try my luck and see. I was at work. It was after 3. And then Sanlam approved my loan.
Of how much?
Online. Of 70-something rands.
Thousand?
Yes, 70-something thousand. And then I was like, okay, now it's this 88 or 87, don't remember the amount. So when I withdrew the money, I did not withdraw everything because I said, banks have charges. So I cannot take everything out. Who's going to pay those charges when I withdraw? Because when you do the withdrawal inside, they cannot give me the money outside. I have to go inside to withdraw the money. So they are going to charge me. I think I left plus minus 10,000 in each account.
So how much did you take? You took 70 because it was 80, then you took 60 because it was 70 on the other side. So it was like...
close to 200,000,
No,
but it was
has
less.
To be maybe 130.
But it was more than 150 when I calculated it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I brought it.
Cash.
And then they said they are going to cleanse it with the one that is being held in the realm, because I've got money, I am rich, but now there is this spirit that is working, that is making my life miserable.
I'm sure when you took that money that day, your scammer was so happy, like.
He was curious.
Where did you get the money?
In the bank. They deposited it to my bank account.
No, I mean him. Was he curious?
Yes, he was curious when he was accompanying me. And then before I could take the money there, he was not around. I just called him and said, this is the only money that I can afford.
Okay.
More than that,
I can't.
So it's either they bless me
or
they just live my life. I will live the way I used to because I've been surviving. Traveling, like going wherever I want to go. So I will live with the money that I have. And then he said, no, don't worry, we will see what to do, because if they don't accept it, and then said, I will take it back then. I don't have a problem and do something about it. You know, these people are very smart. He is not around. And then Auntie called, can we meet? And then I asked, why are we meeting? I know that your boyfriend is not here, but now, because we need to start with the process, you have to bring
the
man so that we start doing the process. And then your boyfriend is going to top up the difference that you did not manage to raise. And then I was like, at least. But I did not see his man. And then he came down again, because he has to be here when they do that. When he came, there was a box, something like a box or a case, which was empty inside. There was nothing there. And then my money was wrapped as it was from the bank. And then they said, no, place it there. And then I placed it. And then they said, now we are going to pray. As we are going to pray, ask anything that you would like. We are not going to do anything with your money. We just want to bless it. And then you're going to have it after 7 days. You're going to get your money back. So I have that hope that I'm going to get my money back.
Plus more.
Plus more. Even if it's not more then. But for now, I'm going to get my money back and use it in the things that I would like to use it at. And then, when my boyfriend came, we went there, inside that room again. We started praying. You know, when there's prayer, you believe that at least this thing that they are doing, it's fine, it's right. And then we started praying, and then I was asked to ask anything from God. And then if I believe in ancestors, I also tell my ancestors what I want. Then I was like, I'm not used to that kind of prayer. I'm only going to pray to God. I said, no, if you feel comfortable, it's okay. And then I just pray. My prayer was, Heavenly Father, bless me. Whatever that is going on in my life, I usually ask you and cry unto you. Remove this darkness that is enclosed upon my life. Amen. It was my prayer. Still remember. I don't understand their language. They were praying using their language. And then after having prayed, they said, okay, now that the money is here, we want to bless you. Can you open that case, that bag? It was not a bag. It was something like a box, a case covered.
Yeah.
Yes. It has a lid. Can you open it? And then my boyfriend opened it. They said, go look inside. There was nothing. And they said, now we are going to pray.
When you prayed, did they switch off the candles?
The lights, yes.
Yeah.
They switched off the lights. The money is still in the plastic. But now, in my mind, what if they took that money and then put it inside there? Then I said, okay, we will see what is going to happen, because I don't know why are they saying we have to pray. We opened that box. They opened the box. The box is empty. I saw the box was empty. And then he said, now let's start praying. You have asked whatever that you have asked. Let's see, what are the angels going to do? When we opened our eyes, that empty box was full of 100 rands. I was like, where is this money coming from? And then that one is still wrapped there with sellotape.
You can see yours.
You can see, it's still
but
there.
Then now there's a lot.
But now, this one, where is it coming from? And now I was like, something is wrong here. And then I was like, God, help me. And then my boyfriend said, no, don't be scared. They want to bless us. Don't you want to be blessed? I said, yes, I want to be blessed, but now where is this money coming from? It's a lot of money. And I said, no. The answer said, you are asking a lot of questions. He started like
getting irritated
by my questions. And then I was like, oh, I'm still going to drive. What if I get an accident along the way? Let me just collect myself, yes, and stop asking so many questions. Then they said, this is all your money. Do you know how much is it? And I said, no, I don't know. I said, it's 52 million.
52 million?
What are you going to do with 52 million? I'm calm. They've touched me. They've hugged me. I'm going to help the needy. You know my dream, doing those things. Like I want to help the needy. I want to make sure that everything that I wanted for my mother gets it. And then they said, you are a good child. You love your mother. And we have seen that. Our son will tell us every day, even when he calls you, you would say hi to mommy. So that shows that you love your mother. And you would say, hi, mama. How are you doing?
So at this point, your mother now knew about him?
Yes.
Okay.
But she has forgotten now.
Okay. Alzheimer's.
Yes. It's 52 million. Yeah, 52 million. But how are you going to keep this money in your house? Because you cannot keep cash. Even if you take it to the bank, they are going to ask you, where did you take this money? It's a lot of money. And then I was like, phew. When I arrive at home, what am I going to tell Bele, to my mother? This amount of money. Can I put it maybe underneath my mattress bed in my bedroom? But still, I'm not going to stay with this like in the house. I have to find a way of depositing this money in bit by bit. Yes, so that it doesn't make in the bank. And I said, no, we have the solution. What is the solution? The solution, your auntie will keep it here. So anytime you need something,
you just go there and take your money.
Yeah, you just call auntie. Auntie, I have this. And I think they did that 3 months.
So from that, how much did you take in 3 months?
It's money for the loans. The money that loans that
pay
I took
the
to
bill.
pay the loans, yes, to pay the bill.
But not to pay it off.
Not to pay it off.
Okay.
The monthly installment. And
which is how much? For both, like combined
For
plus
both
minus?
of them, I was paying 6,000 and something.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the lady that was looking after my mother, I was giving her 2.5.
Okay.
Yes. So it was that amount so they would give me extra 10,000, except for the money that my boyfriend was giving me.
How much was he giving you a month?
It will depend. Sometimes there was a month whereby he gave me 75,000.
Hey!
After having resigned.
Oh, that was after.
After.
But now you had not
now
resigned.
Not resigned. So they were giving me plus minus 10,000, and then sometimes he would send me 2,000 or 1,000 rand.
Okay.
Yes, if he comes 1.5.
Yeah.
Those things. Yes, just small amounts, and then I would be like grateful. Hi, this guy. At least he has corner, and I don't even ask. He would just give me because I don't ask money. I've never. So even now, he knows I don't ask. I just keep quiet. He will be the one who asks, no, what is it that you are lacking at? I want to help. And then it's then that I will open up. So after they have shown me the amount, and then they said, as you were crying, our son said, there is this that is going on in your life. I think the best solution is for you is to resign. So that you can have peace.
And enjoy your money.
And enjoy your money. And then I said, no, I can't resign because I don't have a backup. How am I going to stay without having salary month end? Because I've got a mother to look after, I've got a bond to pay, medical aids, and the new loans that I've taken. So how am I going to pay all those things if I've resigned? But no, don't worry about that. Your man is going to take care of everything. Remember, we are here. Now we are one family. And then I was like, it took me a week to decide. And now he was like pestering the way I would see, because he would call, baby, are you fine? Have you finally made your decision? No, I'm still thinking, but like, I don't trust you if you're going to really help me. I don't know, how are you going to trust me if you don't test me and see? And then I was like, because I'm going through this, and in a way, it's going to offload this burden, because now I go to work, I'm crying. Sometimes I would be involved in accidents when I drive as I'm crying. And now teaching kids, when I see a boy child at school, I would cry thinking of my kids. So it was just a mess about my life by then. So, and then I said, you know what, I think this is the right time. Let me just accept what they're telling me to do, because it was already in my mind. But now I had a problem that I don't have a backup if I resign. I resign with immediate effect. You know, immediate effect. You don't even wait. Like, you write a letter
today.
You write a letter today.
Tomorrow I'm not coming back.
And then month end I'm not coming back. So I made sure that I don't write my letter early. I write it towards month end, so that if I submit today, I know that tomorrow
I'm getting paid.
And then I leave the premises. So that's what I did. My principal was not happy. He didn't like the decision that I took, and now I can see why. Because they asked me, I did not want to talk. I just said, no, I'll be fine. I just want a break for me to start my life again, because it's like I'm not coping. So I don't want my work to be interfered, yes, with my problems that I'm facing with mommy on the other side. So it's better I stay home, enjoy my money before I die. Because what if I die? I have seen so many people who did not eat their pensions. They died before they could even have their pension. So I think it's high time I just take my money and stay home. They were like, okay, if that's good for you, there's nothing that we can do. But they did not help me with the paperwork. I had to download the papers so I could see, they were not happy, you know. And then I was like, I'm doing this by myself, but then it's me who's facing the challenges. And if I come and ask for permission to take my mother for physio, to take my mother this, and they'll say, Sisi,
you've taken many days.
Please. It's so many days now you have been asking, so it's like we're treating you special. You are the first one to lose kids. You know those words now, they were starting to hit hard, as if these people are heartless. How can they say that? So it's better I leave. That's how I looked at it. I looked at it. And then I went home. I called him. You know what your angel said? He surprised himself. What? And I said, they said I must resign, because this was in the back of my mind. So this time I took their offer. But now still the challenge is, how am I going to survive? And I will only fill those forms if you promise to help me. What is it that you need me to do to make sure that everything that I was doing runs normal, all my installments, my car, my house, my mother, everything. He said, I will make sure. Okay. And then come month end, June, it was June, my last day at work.
Of which year?
2022.
2022, okay.
June. And then now I'm stressed. July, where am I going to get money for this? because I've stopped working and it takes time for you to get your money. And then I called him. I said, no, don't worry. I still have that SMS even today. He sent me a video first of those 200 notes and 100 notes on the table. I said, you know what? Today I went to my boss and asked for my shares. So they gave me. So I'm going to send you that you pay everything that you were paying while you were working for 3 months. Just live your life, a normal life. Don't go to the banks and ask them to give you some time for you to pay your bond. No. But now you need to change the medical aid, as I was using GEMS. So I have to find another medical aid for my mother. They wanted quotations. How much am I paying for my bond? All those things. I was open. I told them everything. The guy sent me 75,000 rands. I still remember. The money, it was in amount of 15,000, 20, 10, but it was one day.
Yo, I'm sure you felt like the luckiest woman on earth.
I was like, what?
Yo.
And then
I didn't nanga for la guys. Send me 75,000. Just try me.
Yo. And then I forwarded the message to my friend, one of my friends that I open up to in all these things. And I said, girl, this can't be happening. What happened? I can't even say. It's better if I write it or just send the balance to you. So I just took a screenshot and then sent it to her. I didn't know.
It can't be.
It can't be. And then I was like, okay, I will be able to pay everything. Like, live a normal life, my car.
For 3 months.
For 3 months, vele. After 3 months, my money will come out. And then life goes on. Not knowing that, hey, this guy is planning something. Okay. Come now, we went to Durban.
He went back.
He's staying in Durban. He went back. He's staying in Durban. This side, he only comes to visit.
To you, yes, I know. So he went to Durban, or you guys went to Durban together?
Went to Durban.
Okay.
I'm staying with my mother.
Okay.
And this lady that is looking after my mother. Because I said, I don't want anything like to change. The life that I was living, there has to be somebody who's looking after my mother, and that person has to be paid. So they said, whilst you are waiting, auntie will give you the money for the loans, for your helper. Yeah. Yes. And then I would call auntie, and then auntie would say, okay, how much? Give us your bank account.
And she will send?
And then they will send the money. Using Standard Bank. I was still using Standard Bank by then. Okay. And then they said, no, when your pension payout comes out, because we don't want your money to be as it is debt. So it doesn't have to go to that same account, because you're still going to face the same challenges. You have to open a new account so that everything that comes in now, it's cleansed. So you are no longer having this dark whatever that is yes, and falling out onto you. I believed them. And then the money came in. They were deducting as if I'm still going to work. I remember the way I was so beautiful. I was like a madam.
You wake up, sit, but money is in the account. The life we pray for.
The life that we are praying for. So I was a queen. He treated me like a queen, but not knowing that there's emotion, yes, behind.
Okay, so let's get to now the pension fund.
The pension fund.
How much was the pension fund?
My pension fund was 1.4 million.
1.4 million.
Yes.
That's what came into your account.
Into my account.
And then how did they get the pension fund?
Listen, the guy invited me to Durban. Like, I was updating him. So before my pension out was approved, it was turned down.
Okay.
Because of my divorce case.
Oh.
Which took me 12 years to settle it. I was fighting. It was a fight. But then I was praying every day that, God, don't take me before this case is being solved, because I don't want to leave my mother in a mess. So everything must be sorted. So when I applied, as I was resigning, they picked up
the divorce.
That no, man, This one applied. The divorce was granted, but now I applied for the appeal because I was not happy with the decision that was taken, as much as it was done behind my back. So I applied for the appeal, and then the appeal was approved. So the marriage was rescinded.
Okay.
So when they resigned it, it means now we're still married again. And then on the system, it was saying divorced. Because the guy did that and then divorced me. So I was having this one of the appeal. So they say, for us to release your money, you must bring the divorce decree. And then I said, what? I can't, no ways. 50% of everything that I've worked hard for, I just can't. And then I went back to the lawyer, the one that was helping me. And you remember we applied for the appeal. The appeal was approved. So why now am I being asked to use the old divorce decree? I can't use it. So I think we have to go back to court again. And then we went back to the court. That guy never attended any court case.
Your ex-husband?
My ex-husband.
Okay.
I was going there alone. So this time around, there is this letter. What do they call it? Whereby you write what you want like to happen. And then you ask the guy to sign. So I had that. I asked the lawyer to edit it so that it was new, renewed. And then I went to the guy. Fortunately, we've been looking for him this 12 years. And then one friend of mine said, "Man, I have seen this guy in Tembisa. He has a church. He is a pastor now." And I said, "We've been looking for him. He's not attending the court cases. It's been 12 years now fighting for this." And then he said, "No, I'm going to send him a message."
So you got him and then he signed?
I got him. I went to the church. I attended the service. And then after the service, I think he felt like ashamed, embarrassed. And then he signed the papers.
The money comes out after how long?
The money, I think I had to restart the process.
Yes.
Because of the divorce certificate, because I did not want to submit that one.
Yeah.
I wanted to submit the latest information. Now, the something that makes me like to think that this guy, when I opened the app for the pension, I found myself having an app for my pension fund, and I have never opened it. This village girl called him, "Hi man, there is this that is happening," and I did not open an app. Who opened an app for me? I didn't know, you know these things. And then I said, "Now what are you going to do?" But there's nothing that I can do. I think I have to change the password because the app is there, everything, the logins are there, but now I cannot access it because I don't know the password.
Opened with that password, yes.
So I have to change the password. I changed the password and reported this to the GEPF that I did not open the account. I called them. I did not open the account, but I found myself having an account. Okay, no problem. The email that is being used here is not my email address. I don't have this email. These are my names, and this is my surname. But I had never had a Yahoo email address. So can you please remove this email on my app? I will give you the relevant email. They did not remove it. It was there. So if I send information or check the progress about my pension,
It's also going that side.
It's also going that side to whoever opened that account.
The Yahoo boy.
I don't know how. I think with this app, he knew like everything. Because when he invited me, it was on the 18th. He just woke up on the 18th saying, "Today I'm sending you money that you come down to Durban and visit me. We have to spend Christmas together." I was so excited because I'm going to Durban to see my man, you know. And then I was like, but now the challenge is my mother. What am I going to do? I don't know, find someone who's going to stay with mommy because the lady who was helping me, I asked her to take a leave because it was December. I'm not working, I'm home. But then at least you can go home early and be with your family. I asked my neighbor. And then I said, "Okay, no, I will send you money. go buy food, and then make sure that mommy is well taken care of with whoever that is going to be there.
How much did he send you?
4.5.
Okay.
And after that 75,000, he was sending me about 20,000, 15,000, 10,000. Where I've seen that now, the love scale is going down, and I don't know what is happening. I even asked him, baby, if you are sending me 10,000, what am I going to do with like 10,000? Yes, you've been giving me money, but now this 10,000 cannot do like
anything.
It's only to pay this lady who's looking after my mother. I buy food. I can't even pay my car. I said, no, baby, don't worry. Can't you cut some of the things that are not valuable and just check?
Because he didn't anticipate the whole process to take long.
Take long. And then I said, okay, I will see. And as long as you eat with mom, I think that's the main thing. That 10,000 is enough. So don't worry.
How many months did it take from the time you had to, from him sending you the 75,000 to you getting the money? How many months?
I resigned in June, and then I got my money in December.
Okay,
Took
so
me
6 months.
Yes.
Okay, so you go down to Durban on the 18th and then
18th of December. I remember when I was leaving, there was a preaching on TV. The one pastor said, there is somebody who is going to lose a lot of money, and you are leaving. So I don't like...
Which pastor?
Pastor Makamu, something like that.
Is it a female or a male?
It's a male.
A male. Okay, Makamu, ne? I think
Yes,
so.
I think it's Makamu.
Okay.
It was on TV Sunday, because it was Sunday. You are going to lose your money and you are going. So I was like, because I don't listen to these things, my mother was the one who was listening to them. So I was just walking out.
You heard that?
I just heard that when I was passing. Yes, going to my Uber outside. And then when I arrived there, he took me to a house, an apartment. So the first question that I asked, why are we in this apartment? Because when you call me at Mhlanga Pearls. I said, no, my apartment was on lease. So now we have to come back. As we are going to start a family, we need to stay here to cut the costs. Oh, okay. And then I looked around. The
It was still nice.
It's very nice, but it's dirty. And then, okay, maybe the tenants were the ones who made it like that. No problem. Still, in this house, in this apartment, there is this room again.
The prayer room.
The prayer room that they are using. And then the guy who came with him, he said, this is my driver. And they are working together. This is my driver, so anytime if you want to go, just give
What
me a
car was
call.
he driving?
It was a Mercedes-Benz.
White?
No, that time it was not white, it was grey.
Grey, okay.
He had a Range Rover,
Okay.
which he said they took it, like fabricated a storage that at gunpoint, my friend borrowed my car, and I told him not to take my car to that area because it's
They
not
took
safe.
it,
Okay.
yeah,
that
obviously
storage.
nice, yeah.
Okay. And then when we arrived and then we went to the house, they went to go buy food. It's okay if this is the house that you're using, but now before you go to bed, you must go to the prayer room and pray. Tell the fathers that we are here. We have arrived. It's prayer. Then there's nothing wrong with prayer. When we get in, same clothes on the wall. They are the same cloth that are
That
here
at that side,
inserting.
yeah.
Yes. And then there is that candle and a shield now this time. He has a small arrow. And then I was given a shield. They said I have to hold this shield. And then I was like, my God.
Obviously, you get there. That is the first night that you are
The first
there,
night,
ne?
yes.
Okay,
On
and
the
then after
18th.
that,
And then after that, after having asked him why the difference, and then I said to him, I didn't want to come. I wanted to go to Eastern Cape to visit to Eastern Cape, and said, no, you are not supposed to go there. There's an accident that is going to happen. So
who's saying that? The ancestor or your
him,
your
he said
scammer?
the
Okay.
ancestors told him that they must tell me not to go to Eastern Cape. It's not safe.
Okay.
Okay. And then there was an accident really on that day, a very terrible accident on the road that you are using because I was driving. And I was like, sure, yeah, ne? These people, they can see. On the 19th, I'm quiet. I'm not talking anything. And then this guy said, any SMS? Any SMS? SMS for what? No, have you checked your phone? Like, he would use my phone without, I didn't have a problem when he uses my phone. No, I was just asking, what did they say, these people from JPF? And then they said they will give me, like, before Christmas. So it's not yet Christmas, so I'm still waiting. And then I was like, sure, something is not right now here. When the SMS get in,
It got in on the 19th.
On the 19th.
So same day was asking, okay.
Same day. I think he saw it. And then now he's asking me because he hacked my phone using my IP address. So everything that was happening in my phone,
He could see.
he could see. And I only found out that now when I tried changing the starter packs, they said, you can change starter packs running away from this guy. Your phone was hacked using IP address. So it means everything that you were doing, this guy knows all your steps, all your plans. And I was not aware. And then he said, oh, okay, let me check the SMS. And then when I checked, you seem like you knew that your money was going to be deposited today. He said, no, I didn't know. But no, but the way you're acting, what do you want me to do? Am I supposed to jump? I said, no, but you have to be like excited. No, if I was at home, I was going to be excited, but now I'm far from home. That's why I'm not excited. And then I said to him, I think I have to pay the monies that you have helped me with. And he said, no. There's no need. The attitude that was used when he said that. And then I said, okay, but what do you mean when you say there's no need? I said, oh, if you are forcing to give me then, so how much are you going to give me? And then I said, at least the 49,000, the one that your fathers asked. Hence, they asked 450, but I can give 49,000 because when I calculated all the monies that he gave me, they were more than 120,000. So he said, no, you don't have to pay me. I am your man. So I was looking after you. We are still going to help each other. So if you can just give me something that is in your mind, something just to appreciate. Then I said, oh, now I understand. At least you should have said that.
So how much did you give him?
49,000.
49,000.
And then he said, no, I'm not going to take it. We are going to put it in that room. And then I was thirsty. I asked for water. There is this bottle, this 5-liter still water inside the car. And then he said, no, there was a school bottle. There was a bottle that we bought at Woolworth there. And then he said, no, let me bring you some water to drink. And then he poured that water from that 5-liter bottle to this new bottle that he has bought. And then when I was drinking, I felt like a horrible smell. And then I said to him, hi man, this water, it
has something.
Yeah, it has. I said, no, I think it's the bottle. No, but we used to take water using the Tupperware bottles and any other bottles. I have never had this smell. This one, it's very, very, very horrible. But no, I don't know what is in your mind, or maybe there's something that you think I have done. No, I'm not saying there's something that I've done, but the water does not taste nice. But I drank, and then after having drank the water, you become so sweet in such a way that you doubt yourself that, is it me, or what is going on? Like you happen to do everything that he says you must do. And then he said, okay, let's go withdraw the money, the one that you're going to give me. We went to the first bank where we withdrew 49,000. I don't have a problem with that one because it was out of my
heart.
Yes, because I was trying to say thank you. And then the other ones, they made, what is this? Arrangement with the banks. They called, we are in this house, that room. And then the fathers are the ones that are saying, no, don't worry. And then I said, where now are you taking this other amount? because I have withdrawn 49,000 to give you. And then the father said, remember, the process is not yet finished. And then I said, no, but now it's more than what you have asked for. So this one, it's supposed to be in the bank. I don't have to take it out. And then said, no, if you want to see your money, you have to abide. And you've been, they started changing. You've been listening to our orders, but now you are becoming rebellious. So when I think of flying back this side, I have this here. What if I die along the way? What are they going to do to me? Let me just listen so that I take my money, I put it in my suitcase, and travel back with it. When he took me, I don't know what happened. After having drank that water, my stomach felt somehow, and then my body, I was feeling like hot. I wanted to sleep, like I felt tired. And then said, no, you will sleep when we come back. Today I have booked massage for you. Those are the things that I remember. It took me for the massage. It took me for the manicure and pedicure. We went to the movies the 3 days when he was taking the money. So I think he was trying to...
He was taking the money without you?
I was there. They make arrangements to the bank, and then they take me to the tellers. And then put my fingerprint, and they give me the money.
So how much was taken out?
When I include the 49,000, it's more than $1 million.
So after that, how much were you left with in your account?
It was less than 50.
50,000. So they took everything?
They took everything. They sent me the fake message in my phone that, you remember, we have promised you, because now we can see we are not happy, and we don't want to, that you go to Gauteng with a broken heart. So now our blessing, we're going to bless you. Check your phone. I'm in the bedroom now, not in that room. He gave me the phone, said, no, the ancestors, the angels wants to talk to you. And then I took the phone. I was not talking to him, but those voices, strange voices, they were the ones that were talking. Don't worry, check your phone. Really, when I take my phone, the message came in. 59 million or 57 million. It's there in my phone. And
but it wasn't in your account?
Not in my... I haven't yet gone to my bank.
So you were thinking the 59 million is in your account?
It's in my account. So I said to him, and then this amount, I don't know, the ancestors and the angels are blessing us. And then I looked at the reference. It's written angels. And I said, no, this can't be true. Within minutes, somebody called me. Hi, it was 12:25. Hi, private banker, how are you? With a cell phone number. And then I was like, private banker? I'm still trying to understand the message that is shocking me, and then somebody's calling me. And then I asked, who am I talking to? No, we are speaking to Zanele from Nedbank. Immediately after he has called, I called Nedbank. And then I said, I'm receiving an SMS with this amount. And then I said, no, we don't have that in our
account.
In our account, like
in
when
records.
we check in our records. So where is the money coming from? And then I told them, that lady said, no, you're another scam again.
Again? So at that time, you were still with that guy in the house?
He's out.
Okay. So now when you had another scam, did you now immediately think, oh my gosh, I've been scammed?
Now I am scammed. Where is my money? And then the lady who called said, no, your money you're going to get within 5 days. So after 5 days, you are coming back, and then everything will be done. And then I said, but I don't understand. Why am I supposed to wait for 5 days? Because I'm here now. I have to take my money with me. That was our agreement. Because I asked you, where are you taking the rest of the money? And then said, you just want to mix
in
it
with that one.
Yes, with that other one.
So now when you were now flying back to Gauteng, when you flew this side, you had about 50,000 in your account.
In my account.
And then after that, was your scammer still now communicating the same way? Because now you were this side, he's in Durban.
It did not change. Like, even that 50,000, I did not know that I had money inside my account, because they asked me, what is it that you want to do for your mother? You said your mother is birthdaying, you want to do Thanksgiving. They gave me money.
How much did they give you?
I think it was 20-something thousand.
Was that cash or they deposited it?
They deposited it.
Okay.
And then the guy said, we want to make sure that your mom is happy. And then they gave me some cash. Then you go make whatever that you want to do for your mom and your family.
When did you realize you were now scammed?
I think after trying to call him after my mother's birthday, because on the 24th we were communicating, and the 25th. The 26th, when I called, the phone was off. 27th, the phone is off. Now this thing is starting to kill me now, and I'm unable to talk. What happened? 28th, 29th, he called. Baby, our ancestors, the angels took me to the ocean. So, mna bendibanjwe inkunzi at gunpoint. Haibo. Now in my mind, if he was like, they were trying to take money, to rob him at gunpoint, where's my man? So the first question that I asked him after doing that, are you a con man? He said, no, I'm not. Where is my money? I said, no, baby, I'm not a con man. If you're not a con man, if you can just tell me where is my money, I will be happy. You sent me a fake message. The bank does not know that message. When I call that number, it's a guy. The guy said, no, it's my Zanele is my girlfriend. So they were using my girlfriend's number. So it means they are working together as a team. But they did not know that I will call back. And they picked up the call.
Okay. So now what was your next step when you finally knew that you were scammed?
I went to police station to open the case.
On which date did you open the case?
I think after New Year.
Of 2023.
Of 2023.
Last year, January.
Yes. Because there was nothing that was showing that we have broken up. There's something wrong, because you were still calling me. I was still believing that everything is fine. Even when I was making the Thanksgiving for my mother, they said he's going to come down so that my family would see him and introduce him, only to find out that was not going to happen. So after that, I gave my friends his numbers to try him. And then I got a new number whereby the names were changed. It's no longer Prince James. Now he's Dobbs Chiquita.
They do that. They obviously also change. What advice would you give, like someone that is entering into a relationship? What advice would you give that person? Because I also just want to know, how has this affected your life or changed your life?
Okay, let me start on how it affected me. Emotionally, it has affected me a lot, because it has made me to lose my self-confidence and self-esteem. And now I don't trust anyone who come to me in the name of love, because I loved. So when I count these scenarios, like looking back to my marriage, I loved. The divorce was made behind my back because they wanted my assets. So I loved. This one was worse. It was even better if maybe that money I shared it with my ex-husband.
That's what I was also thinking. You did not want 50% gone, and they took now everything.
I think one must first think, check the person, like if you have a friend that is an IT guy, you first
do a
background check.
Yeah.
That one is going to help. That's what I've learned, because I took things for granted.
Yeah.
So if I did the background check and watched those episodes on YouTube, I don't think I should have fallen for this.
Yeah, but I think that it's also because that was the time that I had not started exposing. So a lot of people didn't know,
No.
I mean, you didn't know. Honestly, you had no chance. You stood no chance. Like, it's a group of people. It's actually way more people that are working together than you actually even think. I mean, think about it. There's the ancestor in Joburg. There's the auntie here. There's the ancestor in Durban. There's him. There's also the driver who you might find was the actual ancestor. You cannot win unless you have got information, which is why I always say to you guys that that's why I'm so passionate about continuing to also talk about these stories, because trust and believe, if someone didn't come across Jabu's video, they might come across your video, they might come across someone else's video. The more and more we actually educate, guys, the more and more we actually help each other. Thank you so much for your bravery. Guys, her TikTok account, I know that I will have put a banner right in the beginning to say go check to see the scammer's pictures. Go to TikTok. What I love about you is you're exposing him and you're exposing his face. So if you want to see who scammed her, just go to her TikTok. I will link it in the description, and you're going to see the scammer's face, because I'm happy that you're actually posting him. You know, I'm happy that you're actually exposing him. I saw that on your TikTok. Honestly, be careful out there. Scammers are running wild. I'm telling you, these people want your money. And one thing about them, guys, they are evil. Like, and they knew you were helping the needy. They knew you've got orphan kids. They knew you're the breadwinner, you're taking care of your mom. But they still wanted to take everything. That's how heartless and cold-blooded, demonic they are.
On my side, I stopped taking my medication because I wanted to die. But here am I. I'm still surviving. I survived. I no longer take medication, because I just told myself, I don't want to commit suicide, but if I stop taking these pills, I'm going to die. My mother
but
is
I
no
think
longer
that, you know what,
taking-
just have the will to actually live, you know, like find the strength, everything is gonna be okay, because if you die, then you know that guy has won, you understand, because that's what they basically want, you know. And the fact that you're out here talking, exposing him, trust and believe, that is you slowly taking your power back bit by bit. You do have a case number. Unfortunately, guys, like the rain is also now starting to make noise. I'm sure that will actually be peaking. But anyway, ninjas, thank you so much for joining us today. Unfortunately, I had to rush the ending, but I hope that you guys actually listened, and I'm happy that you at least detailed. There's a lot of details that you actually put in that maybe if someone was able to actually see some of those traits, then they can be able to clock that this person is actually a scammer. So anyway, ninjas, thank you so much for joining us today. Please do not get scammed. And remember, if a guy comes to you and he's like, no, I'm from Rwanda or I'm from Kenya, doesn't mean he's from that place. Sometimes he's from Uganda. He has ancestors that are fake, that are his friends. He has aunties that are fake, that are his friends, that want to scam you. No one is going to introduce you to their family in 3 days. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I just have never seen that. I feel like that whole love at first sight, guys, it's in movies, South America, like, it's not here. It's not for us. Like, just not that one. You say my family on day 3, I'm gone. Because why are you so much in a rush? You understand? So please make sure that you're careful, guys. From Owamie, I love you guys. Thank you so much for actually coming in and sharing your story. And yeah, I'll see you guys in our next episode of To Hell and Back. Bye, ninjas.